Guizhou province has been known as one of the most impoverished areas of China. Development of vital transportation roads is difficult when over 95% of the land is covered with hills and mountains. Because it has been isolated from the nation's industrial boom, this province maintains a small peasant economy, restricting many of its people to poverty. Yet Guizhou has always been rich in beautiful and often untapped natural resources. And rich in culture of the many minority groups who live here. In the village markets of Guizhou, long-practiced skills such as duck breeding are now being developed into key income trades. As their economic situation begins to improve, the cultural traditions of many of these groups often remain unchanged. Most groups are still untouched by the gospel. There are at least 7 different minority groups in Guizhou province. Many of the larger groups are spread out among several provinces. This video searches out 2 minority groups found almost exclusively in Guizhou, the populous Bouyei people group and the much smaller Shui people group. It is not known exactly why the Shui people call themselves Shui Ren, meaning water people. But most guess that is because they have traditionally chosen spots along the rivers and lakes networking through this area to build their villages. The Shui people consider their homeland as beautiful as the feather of the phoenix. Most of daily life for the Shui revolves around the cultivation of fertile fields surrounding their village. Rice, wheat, tobacco, and corn are among the main crops. The Shui are also known among fine chefs for their hot peppers, but their own favorite food is sticky rice and fish. During the New Year festival, a special fish delicacy is prepared in accordance with Shui legend. This special recipe of 9 herbs was once used to ward off a deadly plague that threatened the Shui community. The Shui do not forget to honor their ancestors, believing that if they are not respected, the dead may inflict suffering upon the living. A Shui funeral is therefore an important cultural event. Normal village tasks are set aside so that all may participate in the ritual ceremonies. White turbans signify death, and green paint helps to express their grief. Traditional music is played by instruments of all shapes and sizes. Many minority groups in Guizhou favor the reed pipe. It is used by the Shui in a special funeral dance. The Shui people believe in many gods. They worship both their ancestors and objects in nature, and they believe in the existence of good and bad ghosts. Shui holy men, called shamans, consult holy books and natural objects, seeking to discern the fate of the people and ward off bad spirits. When Catholicism was brought to Shui country early this century, there were few converts. But the Lord knows exactly how to reach them. Pray that a strategy will be found that will communicate the truth of Christ in a way they can understand. In their own folk history, the Shui have a legend that centers around a big flood that wipes out the population of the earth. 2 Shui children survive by riding out the storm in a boat fashioned out of a gourd. These children are then commanded to repopulate the earth. Relating the story of Noah to the Shui may just open the door of their hearts. We can pray that God will send his chosen messengers to the Shui people and reveal to them the right strategy. The craftsman takes pride in the meticulous skill required to chisel the records of his own culture in stone. Stonework trades are central to the culture of the Bouyei people group. Native stone is the main material used in the remarkable construction of some Bouyei homes. Slate roofs provide secure protection from rains, and the homes themselves endure for many, many years. Some of the older women still wear their traditional Bouyei clothing. A special headdress is worn by the married women. Selling their embroidered products provides a good livelihood for these women. Naturally, the Bouyei are farmers as well, continuing to stand by the farming methods of their ancestors. The Ox King Festival is celebrated on April 8th. On this day, the Bouyei prepare special cakes which are offered to their livestock, as well as their ancestors. This is a day for the animals to rest from all their hard work throughout the year. Other customs also lend charm to the Bouyei culture. In some areas you can hear folk singing that was once central to village life. Older women are invited to sing ballads of blessing over the village. These songs may continue for days and days without repeating a single verse. One courtship ritual involves the tossing of cloth bags back and forth amongst a group of boys and girls. One identifies his or her sweetheart by tossing it their direction more often than any other. Although there was missionary work among the Bouyei prior to 1949, it is unclear how much of that Christian witness survives today. Instead, pictures of different gods guard the doors of many homes. This widespread Chinese practice is intended to chase away evil spirits. The rhyming two-lined sayings posted are believed to invoke a blessing of peace and prosperity. The major belief system of the Bouyei is animism, the belief that just about anything can be animated or possessed by a spirit being. Some Bouyei plays and operas are based on stories of exorcism ceremonies practiced in remote areas of Guizhou province. Common objects of nature are often worshipped or feared, except, perhaps, in the mind of a child. Bouyei children laugh and play like all children. But what kind of beliefs will shape their lives as they grow older? What ideas will they have about God? And who will tell them the truth? The current explosion of China's economy will impact all of China's provinces. As trade improves in the Guizhou markets, minority groups like the Shui and Bouyei will no longer be hidden cultures. The basic necessities of life, as well as modern technology, are increasingly available to the peoples of this province. But the richest treasure of all is still beyond their grasp. Very few Shui or Bouyei people know Christ. If you could, would you help to change this fact? You may not ever need to go to China to play an important role in the salvation of these people. The most crucial step is committed prayer. It is amazing what mountains the Lord moves in response to regular prayer on behalf of a people group. Think a moment about whether you or a group of friends could commit a regular time to pray for one of these people groups on an ongoing basis. There is an exciting success story waiting to be born in response to prayer.